we are live. Alright, well, folks, I'm proud to say we're playing Gothic now, and this is one of the best RPGs out there. I'll share in a minute why I think so. As you can see, it's an older game, but it still holds a lot of value. So without further ado, I'll play the intro, begin the game, and then we'll get into it. So those of you who played one, there's a first remake, so remake of the first game, that is, and but cool. If you don't want any spoilers, feel free to skip ahead, but we're just gonna go from there. So this game starts where the first one finished. You can play one and then the other, it's completely fine, but this is the best one. So Gothic 2 is better than 1 in many ways. Anyway, let's get started.
A single prisoner altered the fate of hundreds, but he paid a high price for it. He defeated the Sleeper, destroyed the barrier, but while all the other prisoners escaped, he remained behind in the rubble. It was I who dispatched him against the Sleeper. Now it is I who brings him back from there. He is weak and has forgotten much, but he is alive. He's back.
There you are again. I never thought the two of us would meet again.
I feel like I spent 3 weeks lying under a load of rocks.
Well, so you did. Only the magic within your armor kept you alive. I had feared I might not be able to rescue you from the debris of the temple, but enough of that. You're here now. There's a new threat that we have to deal with.
Here we can choose lines. Obviously, I'll try and go through all of them so that we get the whole story, and then I'll get into the game a bit more, but while they speak, I'll be silent, of course.
After the fall of the barrier and the banishment of the Sleeper, Beliar's wrath has grown even greater. A mighty artifact, so it is written in the old scriptures, will be brought back to this world when the God of Darkness sends his henchmen out to search. This search has long since begun. Beliar's henchmen are desecrating the oldest shrines of the gods. The guardians of these holy places have awakened, and their wrath makes the earth tremble. Every powerful magician on this island could sense this wrath. And some of them have certainly begun to face the threat. must become their ally. That's the only way to stop Beliar.
At least we have enough time now. I did it. The sleeper
Has been banned. You vanquished him, so much is true. But it's not within our power to stop the war that ensues now. With his final furious scream, the sleeper has set into movement the armies of darkness. It was an order to all evil creatures, a word of power that they were all bound to obey. His last order was, "Come," and they came, all of them, even the dragons.
Dragons?
They are creatures of an ancient power. I can sense their presence, even here. And they have gathered an entire army of lowly servant creatures around them.
Where's this army now?
The army is camped not far from here, in the Valley of Mines near Corinus, and they're getting ready to attack. We do not have much time left.
What can we do?
This time we cannot handle it by ourselves. Only the power of Innos will help us against these dragons. A group of paladins is stationed in the city of Corinus, not far from here. They possess a powerful artifact which could help us to defeat the dragons. They call it the Eye of Innos. You need to get hold of this artifact. Tell the paladins about the threat. You must convince their leader to support us. And once you have talked to him, you need to find the artifact of Beliar. It is the counterpiece to the Eye of Innos. It must not fall into the hands of evil.
What exactly is the Eye of Innos?
It's an amulet. Legend has it that Innos himself has poured part of his power into this amulet. It will restore some of your lost strength and help us defeat the dragons. It also has some other hidden powers. I shall tell you more about that once the amulet is yours.
Why would the paladins give me the Eye of Innos?
Because you are the one who is destined to wear it.
How can you claim to know that?
There are a number of reasons. The most important being, you have defeated the Sleeper. If you weren't a favorite of the gods, you'd be dead by now.
Let's assume you're right and I'm destined to bear the Eye of Innos. How would the paladins know that's true?
The eye itself chooses the one who may wear it. Once you get hold of it and put it on, the paladins cannot doubt your words any longer.
How can I get to the city?
Just follow the path from here through the mountains. The city is large. You cannot miss it, but watch out. The path to town is not without dangers, and you aren't nearly as strong as you once were.
I need weapons.
I can only give you whatever little I have here. Look around in my tower. Anything that looks useful to you, you can have.
I'll be on my way as fast as I can.
Good. And one more thing. Don't tell anyone that you've talked to me. Above all, don't tell any magician. Since I have gone into exile, the Circle of Fire has taken me for dead, and that's a good thing.
So the first chapter begins. I apologize, I'll just, for one brief moment, check on OBS here for a second if I can. I just need to talk to chats so I don't miss anything. If anybody comments. All right, folks. Well, this is Gothic. The sensitivity is wild, so I'll just need to manage that all. That game settings, audio, video controls. I guess settings. Mouse sensitivity. Like this. Same. Yeah, that's better. Our action button. That is something I do not know, so I guess we'll just have to change that. Change that as well. Game controls. Forward, turn, steer, jump, sneak, action. Split.
What with?
Cannot alter this. So this is a very old game, but it is still one of the best RPGs out there. Now I have to say right off the bat, the best RPG for me is The Witcher, and that is The Witcher 3. The others are okay, but they don't stand a chance. So we have The Witcher, and we have Gothic. Gothic has some things that The Witcher doesn't, and vice versa. Witcher obviously has the graphics and the storyline. Even speaking as someone who read the books, checking here, everything's working. Speaking as someone who read the Witcher books, I have to say that the game is better than the books, and I can explain why I think so, but if anybody asks. Nope, can we read this? Can. We get a bit of experience. This. But there are lots of things that that Gothic has to offer that even The Witcher does not. I will begin to explain that as soon as we just explore a little bit. We used to the inventory being an I. Okay, now we have love. And here, as you can see, this stone on the fireplace is a bit off. Just the lighting on it is off. We cannot see that it's a switch, but if we press the action button, it actually is a switch, and it helps us open this gate. And Gothic is full of secrets, mysteries like these, lots of things to discover. Okay, we find Fireball spell and a healing spell, and it's a gold. And Fireball, very useful. Maybe weak Fireball, but nonetheless. Oops. Still have to get used to the controls. And where do I start? Zardas, the person who's rescued us and whose tower this is a sorcerer, is like a necromancer. But he did help us, especially, well, in the first Gothic and in this second one, obviously, because we're alive because of him. Though he is the magician of, there's basically three magicians, three types of sorcerers, or I repeat again, magicians, and those are those who belong to the circle of water, the water mages, those who belong to the circle of fire mages, and necromancers. And the water mages serve their water god, Adanos. The fire mages serve the god Enos, who's like a fire god, but he's also like a holier, I guess, or the top of like the good god, I guess. And you have Beliar, who's the dark side. And so Zardas here practices the dark arts. And we're just going to read all these books a bit to get some experience. Experience is very valuable in this game. And We will learn in a minute why that is. Okay, I think we're just about done with that. All right, and the thing here is, yeah, we can pray to Beliar. This is a statue, but we're not gonna do that. Just gonna save here. Let's go with this test one, and just demonstrate something for you real quick. So we can climb things like this. We can go places. Sometimes they lead nowhere. Like here, for example, it's quite a dangerous place we're at, because if we fall, we're done for. But sometimes places like this can lead to some hidden gems. Just wanted to point that out. We get a nice view from the tower, and this is an open world RPG, one of the first. It came before Morrowind, for example, for those of you that are into Skyrim. Before Skyrim you had Oblivion, and before Oblivion you had Morrowind. So Gothic predates even Morrowind, I would say, and it's better than Morrowind for a bunch of reasons. Can't be just looting here. The realism in a lot of it can be seen in a lot of aspects here. Real in a way that, like, the characters are quite real. What I mean by that is they're more human than in most games, even modern games. These are plants that we can use for various purposes. And I haven't played this game in years. Also, it's quite difficult. Well, this is rare. Quite difficult to get this game to work on modern computers. So just bear that in mind. There is a YouTube tutorial, but find the freshest one, and then it will be made easier. You can find like one piece of gold here hidden. Small stuff like that here as well, but that's just coins. Not that important. I was wondering if there's like a hidden ring here somewhere. And so yeah, for example, in The Witcher, characters are quite real, even more so with their stories, like the Blood Baron. They have like really cool and stories that make them really human. And here they're human in a way that they are not your friends. Even though you're the hero, nobody cares about you. Nobody's gonna beat an eye. Like, they're gonna try and steal from you, hurt you, all kinds of stuff. And you're basically a nobody. You're the nameless hero, which is kind of funny because he never reveals his identity either. Okay, nothing. Oh yeah, I wanted to equip this. Belt of Force gives us 5 strength. Quite nice. As you can see, these, for example, give us hit points, health, hit points. This one, Dragon Root, gives us strength +1, Goblin Berry, dexterity +1, and I can eat it. But if I was to eat it, I would only get 1 strength. Whereas if I learn alchemy, I can make an elixir which would give me 3 or 5. I don't recall, but much more strength with just one of those. So that's why they're quite valuable. And once you pick one, it's not going to grow back. You're not going to find another one in that same place. So no respawn. Same is true for respawn in terms of other NPCs, creatures, or like I'm looking around here because sometimes the dragon root it grows usually on the stumps of trees, and so that's why I'm just looking to find it. Maybe. Oh, we have digger meat mushrooms. They give a bit of health, which is nice. So we'll collect those. And just looking around for hidden treasure, which I don't think I'll find here, but I know that it's hidden somewhere in the vicinity. Here are goblins, so we'll just save one moment. Saving is a really nice thing. In this game, you will need it quite a lot. Dagger. So yeah, this, I don't even have a map now. So the game itself is quite hard and there's no difficulty options. It's one of the more difficult games that you'll play, that's for sure. It gives you nothing at first and you have to earn everything. There's, that's quite nice. Yeah, I'll talk about graphics in a bit. There's all of the NPCs that we find, be it these creatures, be it people we can talk with, are there now. And if I kill, for example, that wolf, it's not going to respawn. That's going to stay dead. I can go also through the entire map, so the map is not locked to me because it's just the beginning. I can go anywhere. It's just that in some places I'm gonna encounter very difficult adversaries that are just gonna kill me. So you're kind of prevented from going there, but not really. You can always run around and try and escape them. But yeah, everything's open to you. Now even the wolf, and now I can hear there's the goblin. He saw me. He's running towards me. Oh, I need to reorientate. Okay, it went into the cave. But there's a lot of creatures here. How do I shoot the weapon though? Oh, did not want to do that. Pick them up, pick them up. I'll have to just find out how to feed my weapon before I attack. Game settings, no. Controls. Sneak. Action, draw weapon. Player stat. Quest log. Configuration, more keys. Attack left, attack right, parry, lock target. No. Okay, so I guess we'll have to find. This is our quest log, at least. We have that. But if how was it? What was it that I did to? Okay, one and then one again. Okay, that's good. Control sneak. Can I sneak right away? Let's put sneak control. I can't sneak. Okay, so I need to learn. Um, anyway, some creatures will give you a warning, like there's a goblin. He's warning us that he'll attack, and then he attacks. Some will attack right away, so that will depend. It's a heavy branch again, so we don't need that. Our combat ability is poor at the moment, but if we learn better combating, it will improve. In general, the combat here isn't that good. Does not look all that nice. So that's the here a hidden thing. So we have a scroll, another scroll, short bow, some arrows for it, because if you run out of arrows, you won't be able to use it, and a potion, 2 potions. So it's a game that gives you something for explore. It really pays off. Now I'll just look in my inventory, put the bow as number 2, and fireball, fire arrow will be our number 4. With scroll, you only get to use like 1 scroll, and then it's gone. The graphics aren't great, of course, when you compare it to today's games, but they're not that bad. I mean, people play Minecraft, and this is kind of better than that, in a sense, so I don't think that people will mind it too much. I'm okay with fighting 1 goblin at a time, but knowing that this is their den, I don't want to aggro. Oh, it's stuck. I don't want to aggro too many at once. Like 1 by 1 is fine. We can outrun them. That's good. Music is quite nice. Yeah, this cave. Scary. Oh. Can we light this young field raider? We can, but it came at a cost. So we'll eat a little bit. Oof, that's a lot. Okay. Wanna save that bigger meat. Barely survived that one. And you never know, by the way, you never know when you're going to need something in your inventory. And the good thing is, the inventory doesn't have, like, limit. So you can put anything in it, which is great. That's not that realistic, but it's quite good. Sometimes people might ask you for stuff. So that's why it's quite important to get as much stuff as you can in there, because you don't know when something's going to be useful. Just like a side mini quest or something, whatever. Now, this is the way out of the cave, and we didn't even have to go into the cave, like, to progress the main quest, but because it's the beginning, the more XP we get, the more things we find, the better for us. And there's things to the story as well. Now, if I remember correctly, there's going to be a bunch of goblins here. Yeah, I see at least 2. So let's try and aggro one at a time. Oh. If we attack one, I think all of them will be after us. So that's the thing to... Oh, there he is. I'll also try going to the left with this next goblin that I fight. If he comes along. There's 2 of them that I can see, so I have to be real careful. Come on. Yeah. Just the one. Oh, it's 2 of them. If it stays 2, it's gonna be a problem, so I'll need to use a scroll. Or the bow. So. But it's good that it's only the one. Okay, we survived that. I keep pressing space because that was previously the action bar, believe it or not, or the action button for drawing the weapon and whatnot. I'm thinking to... Oh. See the bow. Because we're not good with it, it doesn't hit always, but when it does, it's better than the club. At least for these goblins. And we have a chest. Okay, we're getting some gold. That's good. Got another chest here, a bit far away. The other thing about this, or another hidden thing, I should say, sorry. One of the hidden things as well is, if you eat enough of some things, like apples, if you, like, I'm gonna go on a limb here, say like 50, could be more, could be less, you get an increase in strength by 1, which is really significant, because the way you get your strength or dexterity and everything up, aside from consuming stuff, is by having people to train you. So you find somebody who's willing to train you. You have learning points, which you get by leveling, and then you increase some stat. The other thing there is, say, is that certain people can only train you a little bit. Okay, some more hidden stuff. So some people can train you up to a point. Like, once you reach, for example, just as an example, 50 strength, they can't teach you above that. So you find somebody else who's a better teacher and who can teach you more. You reach a point where there's maximum, but you can go over that maximum with things like this, eating more apples. The more strength you have, the more damage you can do, better weapons you can wield, and so forth. I'll hear a sound of a beast, which is a wolf in this case. And the bow, oh, a young wolf, my mistake. The bow helps us find it. But the thing is, the arrow might be hitting something else, so... Don't get it.
Is that you? Really? Man, am I glad to see you.
Now, for people that are playing this game for the first time and didn't play Gothic 1, you can always play this Amnesia card and things will be split. But if you played Gothic 1, you know who this is, then you go with this one.
Lester, how did you get here?
That was a crazy escape. After the barrier exploded, I wandered around the area for a while in total confusion. Then I spent days fighting my way through these woods until I finally found this valley here. Diego, Milton, and Gorn are still in the Valley of Mines. At least, I think so.
What happened?
After the Sleeper was defeated, the entire Brotherhood lost their minds. Without their master, they were all just empty husks.
And you? What about you?
It was the same for me. I had nightmares and even hallucinations. But once my head was more or less clear again, I ran for it. Once, I thought I saw a huge black shadow pounce on a group of fugitives and burn them all up in a giant cloud of fire. At that moment, I really thought a dragon had come to kill me.
Did you see anything else?
No. I took to my heels and ran.
I'm on my way to Corinus. What do you know about the town?
Corinus? Well, it's a seaport. Nothing special. Why do you ask?
I must go and see the paladins who are said to be in town.
Really? They won't even let you into the town. And certainly not to where the paladins are.
Do you have any suggestions how I could get into town?
I certainly do. I worked for an old alchemist named Constantino some time ago. He has great influence in the city, and he's instructed the guards at the gate to let anyone through who can sell him rare herbs. So it's quite easy, really. You collect a large bunch of the plants that grow here all over the place, and then you pretend you're working for Constantino, and in you go. But don't collect a mix of this and that. The guards aren't all that bright, and they know nothing about alchemy. The bundle needs to look good to them if you want to get through. I think that 10 specimens of the same kind of plant should do the trick.
Thanks for the hint.
How long have you been hiding out in this valley?
I don't know exactly. A week, maybe? But there's one more thing. When I came here in the evening, I took a look up on the mountain, and there were only a few trees there. And when I looked the next morning, that tower was there. I could have sworn it wasn't there before. Since then, I haven't left the valley.
You mean Zardas's tower? I knew he was powerful, but creating a tower just like that...
Zardas the Necromancer? He lives in that tower? I don't know if I like that.
Don't worry. He's the one who rescued me from the Sleeper's temple. He's on our side. You need to tell Zardas about the shadow. It could be important.
You don't think it was my imagination? You mean there really was a...
Dragon, yes.
You're getting into the thick of it again, am I right?
I shouldn't say in the thick of it. Not yet.
Well, good. If it's so important, then I'll go see him. But not now. For the moment, I'm going to rest. I'm still exhausted after the escape from the penal colony. I think you've got big plans. I'll see you later at Zardas's.
There was a bit more.
What do you know about the area?
If you keep going down that way, you'll come to a farm. The city starts a little way beyond that, but be careful. There's not just wolves and rats hanging around here. There's goblins and bandits, too.
So, I guess I should explain a little bit about the whole area. We were in the first one trapped within
There's
barrier.
another of those scummy beasts.
Oh no, don't kill it. Don't kill it, I want to kill it first. He's gonna one-shot it, and then...
There's another of those scummy beasts.
I was afraid of that.
One less monster around.
We didn't get the XP for these two wolves. Oh well. Because he got him. Yeah, we were inside of a barrier, and in that barrier, they were collecting. It was a Valley of the Mines. That's what it's called, and they were collecting ore for the war against the orcs. They would present the ore to the people because yes, all the people within that barrier were prisoners. It's basically a prison colony, and this snow. The bloodfly can be really dangerous. It gets just a bit of damage, but hitting it is quite the task. So we might just have to run. See, we died here, so we'll have to load. Quite difficult these here again. Okay, we'll try to get the wolves. And my apologies for this, folks, but I'll skip the talk with Lester. That's something we can do. But yeah, I'm wary of bloodflies. So yeah, just to wrap up there, they were collecting the ore and giving it through the barrier to the magicians and the knights and everybody who was outside of it, that they could fight the orcs. But in return, they would get things from the outside: women, food, supplies, what they would have. Quite difficult if I don't see my opponent. Well, and the wolf is quite formidable, so we'll just run. At some point, it's gonna stop. Like, be safe here. Ooh. Okay. I'll try that one more time. But if we don't succeed, then it's fireball. So the trick is hit him once and then go back and not do this. So go forward, back, forward, back. That's the thing. If we do this, if we just stand and hit, well, can get a combo, but it's tricky. So if we do get a combo, it's good though. And that barrier then broke, and some people escaped. So that's basically the situation we're in now. In that colony, we made some friends, made some enemies as well, but those friends of ours are now here on this island, and so the colony is part of the island. The mining colony is part of this island. It's just that it's a little difficult to get there. We can only get there by going through a valley, and it's called also the Valley of the Mines. But you can only get there through. Okay, we're getting better at this. Through a narrow passageway, and that's kind of the thing. The only thing where the map actually loads and you go into a different map. Yeah, I'm actually afraid of this wolf because I don't want to load again. But it's attacking us. So it doesn't work every time, but okay. Main thing is dodge it, go a back step, and then try and hit it on the counter. This actually worked better for us because we got the wolves, and so we got the XP from them. Actually, let me just... Oh no. Guess that was... inevitable that you would get one. That's the thing as well. Creatures, NPCs, they all have their rhythm and move around. Like for example, that wolf that he killed, he was chasing what I think was a meat bug.
Is that you?
Yeah, we'll learn from this. So.
What happened and what did no? I think
Good that we get a diary entry.
you need your kid for
Alright. Yeah, the wolf was chasing a meat bug, what I think was a meat bug. And it wanted to kill it, eat it. And then Lester saw the wolf and he attacked it. And the same thing is with people in cities or anywhere, wherever we find them. They are going to have different things that they do during the day. They're going to maybe talk with somebody, they're going to go and drink somewhere, have something to eat, work on something. They're moving. The same thing with the beasts. And sometimes it happens that the beasts come close to NPCs, to people. Oh, there's a rat. Okay, so maybe the wolf was, yeah, it's damaged. So the wolf was actually fighting the rat or hunting it. And they can kill each other. So beasts can kill each other, then we lose the XP that we would have gotten otherwise. But worse than that, or even more cool if you ask me, is that they can kill the NPCs, the humans. And it goes as far as killing humans that you need for certain quests, which is crazy because then you can finish that quest. First level we got, very nice. And that is really cool and something that I have not seen in any other game. It makes it more real, in my opinion at least. So if almost, not exactly everybody, but almost everybody, maybe there's I'm gonna go out on a limb here, but say there's 7, 8 NPCs that can be killed, that cannot be killed. The rest are absolutely killable. So save and investigate side, and you can fight enemies into like I could potentially kite these, let them chase after me, and drag them into the city, because these are low level creatures. They're quite weak, like a young giant rat. Nothing special. They wouldn't do much damage. But say I find creatures that are much stronger, like orcs, and get them into the city, a huge battle would ensue. And it's not something that was meant to happen, like in the story or anything like that. But it's just something that can happen. And in that case, in that huge battle, you don't know who's going to survive, and the people that didn't survive, you can no longer talk with them, you can no longer get quests from them, and that just makes things have like more leather sample, nice, have more weight to it, and everybody a bit more. What we have this leather bag which we can open and then get coins. Or even further to find another rat. Hopefully we have enough HP to deal with this one rat. Oh. Be 1 years old. I guess that's that age, or for this particular universe or world, a long time, even though there's some older people like Zardos. Yeah, see, now this rusty sword has much more damage than the heavy branch that we're using. Does 30 more damage, 20 more damage, does 30 damage in total. But we cannot equip it because the strength required is 30. And see, we need 15 more strength points. Even though we have the belt, it gives us 5 strength. And that's just a rusty sword. So, just to give you a sort of a view of what we're dealing with down here, but can't actually do much. And I'll just try, because I think we have 2 witches. We have 5. This torch. because it kind of gives us a bit more to work with to see what's down here. He mentioned the herbs, so I'm just wandering around and trying to find a herb or two that we might have missed. If we have an equipped sword, we wouldn't be able to see herbs or like just healing paths. I'll fire nettle if that gives mana. What a cozy vibe here by the fire. What apple by the fire. I think we kind of got everything that we could from this place, more or less. Oh. Ah. Whoa. Got a bit of healing roots and herbs here. Very nice. We have 15 already, which is nice. So we'll just eat a few, because I don't want to be low HP at almost any point. You never know what's around the corner. And because we don't have a map yet, I'm trying just to navigate through this thicket and get us out of here the same way we came. Here. I know we saw him when we climbed down. I think it's, yeah, there. Just save. There's a young wolf up ahead. Summer. We have enough HP to deal with him. Fall damage is real, by the way, so I have to watch out for that. Okay. And this is something that you can completely miss. Like this whole cave, the valley down there, just by not exploring. Like that water, by the way. Don't think we can jump there. Right? What do you know? You can. There's nothing here. You'll have to be careful on the way down. Oh, there we go. Okay. Don't want that fall damage. And this is looking down the valley. And now deal with the wolf. By the way, if we think if we run away from the wolf, he goes after us, then we run away, he might then... Where is the sheep? I know there was a sheep here. I hope it survived. That's the thing, when everything was alive and moves, you don't know what's gonna happen next. So I hope this sheep survived. I'm just gonna say that, but I'm not totally sure. the more you save, the better. Yeah. Unless you save in the seconds where you parry. Like for example, see those two creatures there, those are wild boar, and they can tear at threat. So I'm not gonna go near them. Fireball, fire, 4. And this is another thing, see? Because we spent more time down there, see these two goblins that are lying on the ground? Had we come earlier, I think we would have gotten here while he was fighting. This dude was fighting the goblins, and we might have actually, saved. Well, we might have not saved him, but nor the goblin, but we might have gotten some more XP. Oh, leather satchel. I was gonna say it's weird that there's nothing here, but there is. Found a leather satchel. Yeah. $150 coins so far. Doing all right. Fire arrows. Not bad. This, it looks like this basically. Small flame. Good flame. Yeah, going down there, I think will get us into trouble. So, let's say one more time. And there. Go here. Get back to this place where we were. I know there's somewhere down there. There's a sort of ring of something. Probably where the boars are. But I think, as I said, they're gonna have a field day if we go there, and I don't know if we can come back the same way, so let's just not do that at the moment. I don't want to load again. What is it? That? Something. Lots of skulls. Goblins like their skulls. This also nothing. Rusty bag. Just out of curiosity. 40-40. Not gonna worry about it. So let's see what this dude has to say.
Hey!
Trouble? Damn. I don't know where they're all hiding. You kill one, and shortly afterwards, they're all back again. Wait a moment. I know you. You're the fellow who was constantly baking arrows for me in the Valley of Mines.
Your name is Cavalorn, right?
Ah, I see you haven't forgotten me after all we went through in the cursed colony. Where are you heading?
what do we say here? There's a lot of options sometimes, and those options can cost the run, or they will alter the story some. So you should always sort of think of what you were gonna say, and if we had a live chat, I'd ask you, Kat, what you wanna choose here. But I don't think anybody's there at the moment. So let's go, for example, city. Okay.
To the city.
Well, well, to the city, eh? You may run into problems with the guards. They aren't letting just anyone in anymore, since the area here is swarming with bandits. In the past few days, one of those former psionics from the Valley of Mines came by here. He said he constantly goes in and out of Corinus. He went into the valley below the big tower. There must be a way in there somewhere near the waterfall. Maybe you should talk to the fellow.
Interesting armor you're wearing. Don't you belong to the Shadows anymore?
Shadows? They haven't existed since the fall of the barrier. The moment we could finally leave the Valley of Mines, there was no reason for me to stick with them. Now I work for the Water Mages. I belong to the Ring of Water.
What are you doing here?
I'm sitting tight. If it hadn't been for these damn bandits, I wouldn't be here.
Tell me more about the Ring of Water.
I'm not really allowed to talk about it. All I can do is send you to Vatras. He is the representative of the Water Mages in Corinus. The best thing would be to talk to him. Tell him you've come from me. Maybe he'll take you on as one of us. We urgently need more good people.
Weren't you and your people enemies of the Water Mages back then?
Those crazy old days are over. There isn't any more new camp or old camp. Now that the penal colony no longer exists, everyone is on his own. Most of us former prisoners are still being hunted. The Water Mages were able to get my sentence commuted, and now I can move about freely.
What are the Water Mages doing now?
They're up to something big. It has to do with an unknown region of the island.
An unknown region? Where is it supposed to be?
I can't tell you more. Talk to Vatras in Corinus.
What was that about bandits?
Have you slept through the last few weeks?
Huh?
I'm talking about all the riffraff from the penal colony that are making themselves at home here in the area, plundering and murdering for all they're worth. I guess I'm lucky they didn't kill me. I let down my guard for one moment, and they clubbed me from behind. No idea how I'll get all my stuff back now.
You were robbed by the bandits?
Yes. They beat me down and tossed me to the goblins for lunch. It was damned important stuff. A letter and all my money. I absolutely have to get it back. But without someone to watch my back, I'm not going back there. That cowardly rabble.
So, just gonna save here and test this out, because we can say, like, let's go, and then we get the bandits. That is, I sit back, he gets the bandits, and hopefully we share the XP. But I want to see this way, because if I choose that, I think we just go and attack the bandits right away. But if I just go on my own, there's more conversation, and I don't know if that's gonna be better, so let's see.
Hey, where do you come from?
I've come from Zardas.
Is that the old sorcerer? He's called Zardas? Bragle will be interested.
So much for conversation. Oh, I thought I got stuck there. What run? Hit points. A picture of me. What? And then here. That's picture of him. So then, not that much conversation. That's all I wanted to test out. Dude that we got. Here. So let's talk to our guy. And get the bandit. And also, just wanna. Oh, something. I don't want to spend the healing potion just yet. I'm gonna try to save it for more important stuff.
Can I help you with the bandit? Maybe. But as scrawny as you look, you surely haven't held a proper sword in your... Well, I don't have any choice but to take you... So, pay attention. The fellows there are the same ones who stole my stuff. Let me know when you're ready. I need... Those swine haven't left me much. I can give you a wolf knife. Will that do for now?
You call that a knife? But what about healing?
I still have 2 healing potions here. Interested?
Sure, give them here.
Now, the wolf knife. That's awesome. The damage is 30. Strength required only 10. Much better.
Let's mix it up with those guys.
Sure thing. Just keep my back clear, okay? Now they're in for a nasty surprise.
Quite dark, too. Kinda realistic, though. It gives you vibes. I think that he will handle it mostly, but
You shouldn't have come here.
just in case. Get the bandit, get the bandit.
You deserve that, lowlife. You poor sucker. You don't even have any gold on you. So, that's done. Ha! They shouldn't have messed with me. Then I can finally fulfill my mission. I've lost too much time already.
What sort of mission?
Ah, yeah. First I have to get into the city, and then later... I don't know how I'm going to get all that done in time.
What about me?
Why not? You could take the letter into the city. Then I'll have a bit more time to take care of my equipment. One of the bandits must have the letter in his pocket. Take it to Vatras, the water mage in the city. You'll find him in the Temple of Adenos. He preaches there all day. Tell him that I wasn't able to get it done. And if he asks where I am, just tell him I'm already on my way to the meeting point. Okay? Oh yeah, one more thing. First buy some decent clothes from the farmers. Otherwise, you may be taken for a bandit. Here's a couple of coins.
Wow. 50. Generous.
Can you teach me something?
Sure. You know that. Man, they really took a lot out of you. You can't remember anything at all, can you?
I want to learn your abilities.
Sure. What do you want to know?
Now, we only have 5 or 10 learning points. I think 5 per level. I'm not sure, maybe it's 10, but yeah, we don't have a lot. One-handed weapons, bow, and sneaking. Now, sorry. The thing is, you can't learn everything. Like your max level, you still can't be a master of one-handed and two-handed weapons and bow and this and that. So you kind of have to save your points and know what you're going to do and then go towards that. But because sneaking is something that is really useful and required, whoever you are or whatever you choose to do, like what kind of weapons and all that, we are going to learn that first.
With soft souls, you have a better chance of getting close to your opponents without them noticing.
Okay. What was the... Oh, yeah. So learning points, 5. We have 5 more learning points. We're going to save them because we don't know what we might need later. And this is Spike Bug, Dagger. They're upon our head for some reason. Well, all men. And for us, especially because we saw a sketch earlier as well. There's that. There's this. Now we open the message. That is gonna have that's gonna leave some what is the word I'm looking for? Consequences. Yep, that's it. Because we opened the message, so they're gonna be like, why did you open the message? It was sealed for a reason, blah blah blah. So maybe I shouldn't have done that, but hey. And yeah, this also, so I'm gonna save it as there. I thought it was locked. For locked chests, we're gonna see how we unlock them. Kind of interesting and not at the same time. Short bow, rusty axe, rusty sword, spiked club, pretty good, but ours is better. Plus, ours gives us one-handed talon bones, so we got all good. And we're gonna sleep till morning because we heal up, we get everything, we are rested, and it's daytime. We right, I forgot to just check things. Like, you can exploit this a little bit. To a certain extent. And sometimes you do get something, sometimes nothing. Like, here. I think this is the part that leads to the boars. But you see, we found this place. So we found the blue elder. Also found the scroll. Meat bug. Okay, we can get the meat bug always. We need 2 hits for a meat bug. And so we do get small amount of XP. But I thought, oops. Yeah, we get meat bug meat. That's the thing. It's not called a meat bug for nothing. The thing you heard is a lizard, and we definitely can't fight a lizard. And this valley is full of them. So we're just gonna save, open better. and try to run around and find what we need. Oh, it's also stuck. Can we do any damage to the lizard? Very little. So that's no-go. The fire arrow, just gonna try it because it can load. Very little, we use half of our mana. So, not all that great. We use a lot of arrows. It's good that it's stuck though, because we'd be in trouble otherwise. Probably gonna use all of our, oh no, all of the arrows here. So you can exploit the game a little bit, which is nice. Yeah, take that. This one, do we have more? No, not him. Just wasted a spell. Ah. Okay, fireball. And I hope this is not a waste of time. That lizard is that. Okay, that. Hopefully we can get it, so hoping. Quite impossible. Quite impossible to kill it with the knife. And when you load, you'll notice jump. He almost got us. So we're not left with a lot of options. That would be wasting a fireball because it's quite strong. I guess we'll have to waste the fire arrow. And have to watch out that that doesn't happen. Okay, lots of loading. Fortunately, it's quick. So we're gonna go with the fire arrow. And I'm just doing all this just as a test. Can't even get the lizard. We killed the lizards, but did that actually get us anywhere? Because if that was just get XP, we're not gonna bother with that. So I'll just load and save our spells. Oh, no, 2 rats. Well, bother. Yep. So, just gonna run around here and see that there's nothing here for us. Nothing here either. They might fight each other though. find out. That's we're here. Nothing here either. Essentially, nothing here. There's some plants. Oh, there we go. Bingo bango. See? Pays off. So it's a scroll of a small firestorm, I think. A short bow and a few arrows. It's not that worth it. But let's try and get it. Let's just see. Maybe we. So can we go from here? No. Okay, we're just gonna get the lizard with the fire arrow. Sorry. Then those rats, I'm not sure if they're gonna be able to come at it. Can they climb? No, they can. Okay, so we're just gonna get this and be on our way. Short bow. I think we missed a place where there's a nice ring that we can wear, but we'll return to this place once we are, well, with more, when we have better equipment and just more XP and all that. So, but it's a good thing we found it, because you saw how tricky it was to just get here. Oh no. Whoa! Oh no. We're done for. Yeah. Damn. Tricky to get there. Okay, last time I'm trying this, because it's not worth it really. That fireball, small firestorm. It's not worth all this hassle, but just do it. Oh, they climbed this time. Oh damn. We got the scroll. Short bow we already have. We don't need that. We're good. We're gonna leave this hidden passageway. Yeah, definitely gonna leave that alone. No, 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 no. Oh yeah, I'm not doing that again. Now, I just noticed, if you look there, so the small firestorm isn't that strong, but if you see that tree, that one, I just want to go there, see what's that all about. Like here. At the, okay, this is the area where we came from, almost, so.
Hey!
He's having a time. We won't learn more abilities from him, so yeah, let's just move on. Just checking this for some stuff like mushroom there. Something we'll need. Can't find that. Don't see anything up there. So, not gonna. Whoop! Come on, Wolfie. Whoop. Thankfully, it's just a young wolf. So, whoops. Okay. Got more healing plants here, which is nice. And we have a sort of a vantage point. Yeah, we come to this nice clearing here. So, a few insects. I see blood flies, which I really hate. And I think the bow is best for blood flies. Fish soup. This is a statue of Enos, by the way. So we have the statue of Belial, which is the evil god. This is light god, god of light. One blood fly. Okay, usually when it attacks, the blood flies are the most difficult ones, for me at least, to manage. Because usually when a beast attacks you, you kind of counter. With a blood fly, it's much more difficult. And there's two more, but just need the one. It gives you one warning, another. Here he comes. And he seems to hit us every time, so... Running sideways does not help with the blood fly. Close one. I think here I'll get this one. And we'll fight one more blood fly. And that will be the end of them, hopefully. We got him. The other thing that I really love about this game is if you do something that you were not supposed to do now, but you still do it, and it turns out to be a quest later, you just tell them, well, I already did that, and they're impressed. Like, oh wow, you already killed the blood flies, for example. So, two wolves at the same time, no thank you. One, and we'll go with one. Yeah, just one aggro's. That'd be nice. I just want to clear this area, because as I mentioned, they don't respawn. And then I can run a bit more freely. with the two. Yeah, I'm not confident I can fight two wolves. In fact, I'm pretty sure I can. Okay, they gave a sign that they are gonna move on. Oh. These two are sticking together like glue. Ouch. Sometimes when they see something that they can eat, they stop chasing you and go eat that, but not happening. Oh, goblin. See that the map is full of different creatures. Why not? Okay, maybe one. No, these are like in a pack and they don't stop. I heard a sword, so somebody saw them as well and started to chase after them. It's not a good thing because they can get killed, or if they kill the wolves, I don't get the XP, so... See, we didn't get the XP, so just gonna... Don't chase me, don't chase me. Gonna check the spells. Okay, we're gonna use the fire arrow. Finish one young wolf. And then fight the other. I try and save the spells, but in this case we really don't have another option. Because they wouldn't stop, like, they would not separate, so this was the only way. I know goblins are there, so we're not gonna... Well, maybe if it's one goblin, we might at least stand a chance. Eat just a little bit, heal up. And check on that goblin. This was our save. This one, I only see one goblin. Usually they are in groups, but... Oh. Like if I run like this, it might be helpful sometimes. Like against goblins it is, but it's not helpful against black flies. Cleared the area, and it's not just for us, we cleared it as well for this farmer, because if I go somewhere else, the wolves or the blood flies might move in here, and then they might attack the farmer and the sheep, and we don't want that.
Hey, stranger. I saw how you came out of the mountains. You can be glad you didn't come by here 3 weeks ago. We would have taken you for an escaped convict. And we made short work of those. You look completely done in. What do you want here?
I was attacked by bandits in the mountains.
Those filthy rabble. They were probably the same bastards who took one of our sheep last night. You had terrific luck. Most people don't get away alive.
Those bandits won't trouble you anymore.
Why? Are they dead?
They picked a fight with the wrong guy.
Thank Innos. Here, it isn't much, but I want you to have it. I'll tell the others about this.
You also, just as he said, kind of collect, what would that be called? Point, basically, for respect, and your name gets heard, and yeah, you earn people's respect, and then you kind of have more sway, more influence. Good.
I'm on my way to town.
The way you look, you'll have to bribe the guards to get in. And you have to know what they want to hear.
And that would be...
Well, for example, that you're from Lobart's farm and want to go to the smith in the city. But that won't do you any good. You don't look like a farmer.
I see. I need better equipment.
I can imagine. But I tell you right now, we don't have anything to give away. If you can pay for what you want, Lobart will sell you something. Otherwise, go to him and ask him if he has work for you.
Where can I find Lobart?
Well, on the farm, of course. The farm belongs to him. And don't try messing with him. He's thrashed a lot of tramps and thrown them off his farm.
There we go. So one more wolf that
One less monster around.
I missed this wolf, and it came out of nowhere, and we lost it. Oh well. The sheep that he mentioned, maybe we can get that sheep back. I'm not sure, but I know this for a fact. These turnips, someone will need them, so we're gonna pick them. Farming life for you. Picking turnip. I have to say though, it's quite relaxing when you're fighting monsters. Although these farmers, they're surrounded by monsters, so I'm not sure how they feel about that. They might not be as relaxed. Farm life ain't easy, folks. Okay, we helped somebody with this. Let's see.
Why are you hanging around on my land? Whose side are you on? The rebelling farmers or the king?
Now again, I would have the chat pick these. But let's go with it.
I don't understand.
What? Don't mess with me, boy. I want to know where you stand. So who are you for?
Let's go with the peasants, I guess.
I'm for the peasants.
Ha! That damned warmonger Onar will drag us all into the grave. What do you think? How long will the paladins just stand by? After what Onar has done, the whole city is in an uproar.
What's going on here anyway?
Don't you know what's going on? Boy, where are you from? We're on the edge of a civil war. Up till now, all the farmers looked at the tribute to the city as fair taxation. But since the paladins have come to Corinthus, the city guards visit us more and more often. And little by little, they're taking everything. If it goes on like this, soon we won't have anything left for ourselves. Some farmers are starting to rebel. Onar was the first of them.
Tell me more about this Onar.
Onar is the biggest farmer here in the area. He is broken with the city. They say he's hired mercenaries to keep the city guard off his back. Can't blame him. In any case, no royal soldier dares to set foot on his farm anymore.
Who are those mercenaries that Onar hired?
I don't know much about the guys. Supposedly, a lot of them are former prisoners from the mining colony. Everybody knows what you can expect from them.
What about you? Whose side are you on? Peasants or king?
I'm too close to the city to really have a choice, but I'm glad about that. I wouldn't know how to decide. The king is bleeding us dry, and Onar sets his mercenaries on anyone who won't join him. That's why most of the other farmers are still undecided, but sooner or later they'll have to choose one side or the other.
I'm looking for work.
I can't use another farmhand, but I could offer some work to a day laborer. Well, what I mean is, you can lend a hand in the field, and there's certainly a few other things to do around here. I could pay you with gold, or give you a few decent things to wear. The things are worth a fair bit. I can't give them to you for nothing, but I can sell them to you cheap if you work for me. By the looks of you, I should say, take the clothes. Anyway, the small turnip field next to the barn needs to be harvested.
All right.
Then hurry it up a bit before I change my mind.
Here are your turnips.
Hey, you're not all that worthless after all. Take them to my wife in the house and tell her to cook them.
What about my pay?
I can give you 5 gold pieces, or sell you the clothes cheaper. Well, what's it to be?
Make me a better price for the togs.
Good. I'll give them to you for 10 gold pieces less.
Have you got anything else for me to do?
I don't. But you can ask my wife or the boys in the fields. Maybe they need some help.
Alright, so first go to the wife. Turnips. Get something more. Not read this. Usually you can read these things. Oh well. Now that scary these have a wolf head, quite scary. But then this one, my scary, scary stuff.
Hey, you! I've got a few turnips here for you.
Great. That should be enough to fatten those guys up. Since you're here anyway, I saw a traveling trader pass by here a few minutes ago. I think he stopped on his way to town. Go to him and see whether he's got a decent frying pan for me.
Can you
Here,
give me...
Are you saying I can trust you? Just don't spend them.
I think let's save here because I have to get going, folks. And in this nice city here, sunshine everywhere. People seem happy. People are working. Nobody's in danger. Quite nice. This is our tower. Town. You can see a little bit here. And it seems to be a giant flag. That's super. And lots of wonder and adventure ahead. Anyway, that's gonna be it for now. I'll be seeing you soon. Hope you enjoyed this one, and if you have any suggestions or thoughts or anything like that, feel free to leave them in the comments, and see you next time. Take care. Just do this first. Do this first? No? No? So I'm different.